pathways to come to the U.S. Let's go to our Sunday specials. In a rapidly evolving global economy, the need for skilled professionals has never been more critical. Yet in Nigeria, vocational and technical education remains undervalued, leaving millions of young people without the practical skills needed to thrive in key sectors. In this report, senior reporter Rafiu Hamid explores the intricate landscape of technical and vocational education and its significant implications for Nigeria's economy.
Vocational training and apprenticeship have long been part of Nigeria's socio-economic development, serving as tools for skills acquisition, job creation, and poverty alleviation. Historically, these systems were rooted in the informal sector and traditional apprenticeship models where artisans and craftsmen trained younger individuals within their communities. Its structure typically involves a master craftsman, known as Oga, training apprentices in specific trades such as tailoring, carpentry, blacksmithing, hairdressing, plumbing, welding, among others. The duration of apprenticeships often lasts several years depending on the trade and the apprentice's learning pace. However, it has been observed that youths are no longer interested in apprenticeship. Our first port of call is this furniture workshop in Osogbo, owned by Fawaz Mashood, a 400-level student of Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife. He closes the workshop on weekdays while in school and opens it only on weekends due to lack of capable hands. He expresses fears over the future of the vocation, as many young ones are not interested in the profession.
Wherever we see some little kids coming here to learn some handwork like furniture or carpentry, after some months or weeks, we discover that we didn't see them again. If in our society we all go to school and everyone is working at the office, we won't have a bricklayer again, we won't have a furniture again. That's actually bad to our economy, which means everyone must be in one or another segments. That's what makes a community grow.
At this building construction site, none of the laborers here is an apprentice, but only engaged to make ends meet. Growing up, I spent years as an apprentice learning this vocation, and I used the money I had from it to take care of some personal needs. Unfortunately, getting apprentices for this kind of vocation and even other vocations is becoming more difficult by the day. The bricklayer identifies stigma as one of the reasons younger ones are not interested in learning the vocation. He laments that vocational careers are often perceived as less prestigious than academic path.
People see this work as useless people's job, as in, even some people just look at us as if we are not created by God. So see us as, okay, that means you came from a very poor family, that's why you are doing bricklayer work. And some of us are doing it with passion, not because of anything. But another problem is they pay us very little. I have seen the customers telling us that cement is getting costly now. So because of the price of the cement, I have to reduce workmanship.
It's very difficult. I only like 3 sets of bricklayer work here. Some of them, they will come today, they will have to leave. They will tell me, it's a story building, they can't be climbing up, so they have to leave the work and go. It gets to some point, I have to go to Ejigbo to go and get bricklayer to work for me here.
The story is not different at this motor mechanic workshop in Osogbo. This motor mechanic workshop has been in operation for over 30 years, and according to our findings, it once had over 60 apprentices, but now only 6 remain, as interest among young people in the vocation has significantly declined. Kazim is a fashion designer with over 20 years of experience. With over 30 persons working for him, he says only one of them is an apprentice, as others were brought in from outside the state and being paid on a weekly basis.
Most of the time, I'm traveling to Aba to go and bring most of the people that they work for me. We have paid 50,000 naira per week for one person. Most of all those boys that in Nigeria now, they don't want to. They're not ready to do work. They're not ready to learn.
We are 22 in numbers, so I'm the only one that was apprentice for a year. Yeah, I've been here maybe 2018.
With apprenticeships increasingly being overshadowed by the quest for academic and technological-driven careers, some students are also combining the two. Tumenino Olanrewaju, a final year psychology student of Obafemi Awolowo University, has transformed his passion for photography into a thriving side hustle. He, alongside his friends, have discovered the invaluable rewards that vocational skills can bring.
I would still need the certificate over down the line. I mean, I can only do photography till I'm 50. But then when I'm that age, what am I going to settle down on? Am I just going to now be looking for more investment? Am I now going to go into business when I have a psychology degree? I can always practice psychology at the age of 50, at the age of 60. But photography can only lead me so far. Until I get to a certain age, I would need something more formal to learn.
Like during the break, I would travel to get my products down, do the branding and everything during the break because we used to have a long break. When I just resumed, the major things I'll be doing is taking order and delivering it.
I'm a photographer, a model, and a content creator as well. One thing is that as a student, you're not too small to earn. And most of the times when I earn money, I save and I get my gadgets and I buy things for myself too, to look nice and eat well too.
Osun State has the highest number of technical colleges in Nigeria with a total of 9. And I'm here at the Technical College in Osogbo to see how students are engaging in vocational education. The Technical College has over 700 students with 13 departments to include shoemaking, electronics and electrical installation, block laying, bricklaying and concreting departments, motor mechanic, fabrication and welding, electrical installation, as well as carpentry and joinery departments, among others. All the students were seen at their workshops. Some of them speak on the reasons they prefer technical college to secondary school.
The reason why I choose technical college from other secondary school is because I love vocational skills and it can take me to anywhere. After my NAPTEP, I would like to further more on nursing. Then I can use my vocational skills to sponsor myself in university.
When I finish from technical college, I will go to university to study architect and to establish a company of an architect or carpentry and joinery business, and I will be exporting it to abroad, everywhere in the world.
The federal government has also recognized the need for intervention and plans to introduce vocational and technical skills training in the school curriculum by this year to provide students with an early opportunity to acquire essential trade skills while simultaneously addressing the increasing demand for skilled artisans within the country. A public affairs analyst, Olayinka Anjus, described the step as commendable.
The whole of Lagos State in the 60s, every Thursday was being set aside for pupils to go for vocational education, hands-on. That is, nobody will go to regular classes. Every Thursday, you can quote me anywhere. That was then. The idea then, that is Chief Obafemi Awolowo of Blessed Memory's period. The education practice then was that they expect that you should not only read book, you should be able to do something with your hands. We call it hands-on, which we call functional education. So then, things were good, things were ripe. That you go to school does not mean you should not learn something.
Germany, Switzerland, Singapore, and Australia are some of the countries widely recognized as leaders in vocational education and training. Their success can be attributed to strong industry partnerships, a focus on work-based learning, and a commitment to high-quality training programs that are closely aligned with the needs of the economy. the special advisor to the Osun State government on vocational education, believes hands-on is the secret of those developed world.
Call it trade schools. That's what the Western world tries in the UK and the US. Vocational education. Most people in the US, they speak good English, but they're not university graduates. But they have a vocation in which they are trained. They have a specific craft or art in which they are trained. And they drive good cars. They own their houses based on just the work of their hand.
As Nigeria grapples with the challenges presented by a swiftly evolving job market, one thing remains clear: whether rooted in traditional trades or emerging technical skills, hands-on expertise is unequivocally the cornerstone for fostering a thriving nation.
Vocational and technical education, no doubt, plays a crucial role in economic development, personal empowerment, and societal growth. With the planned introduction of vocational and technical education into school curriculum by the federal government beginning from 2025, it is expected that students will take advantage of the opportunity to develop their skills. Rafiu Hamid, TVC News, Osogbo.
Well, that's TVC News this hour. For more updates on the stories we're monitoring, visit our website. It's tvcnews.tv. You can also follow us on all of our social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, and on X at TVC News NG. On YouTube, we're live at TVC News Nigeria. Thanks for watching.